We've got a ton of things that have just dropped in the game. Hi everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm currently working on a guide for the reunion event because there's a lot more to it that meets the eye, but it is taking some time and as well requires me to build a spreadsheet as most things require one to do. We've got a few things just like drop all of a sudden, like the Summer of... what is it called? Summer of Suffering, whatever this is called. Summer of Suffering has just dropped, and I completely wigged out of this being dropped this week. I don't know why, I just completely ignored it, but you know, it's here. So I'm going to do a guide for that later on, and also of course loads of reunion event stuff and other things. There's so many things that have just dropped all of a sudden, and I thought I'd kind of like talk about them because yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's just dropped. The first thing is the objectives have now been repaired for Summer of Suffering, which I know some people were talking about. That's been sorted out. Also, there's been a rewards, what I believe to be a rewards buff within this particular Summer of Suffering. I'm pretty certain it has been. Kabam Crash said they were going to make a buff to it, the reward side of things. So that might be in. Possibly. Hopefully for that. But you probably noticed as well, there's no calendar in game. The calendars normally drop in a 24 hours, so they should be tomorrow. You'll start seeing it drop. Yeah, August 28th, so that sees us through to Wednesday. Yeah, so yeah, it pretty much will do. The next few hours, you will see it drop this calendar here. Pretty important for a lot of players. This is the Valiant one. This is the Paragon one. This is the Thronebreaker one. This is the Cavalier one, and such like. I believe that as well is an extra to this. If you go to the Wacky Web store, the marketplace, there should be the opportunity for some other stuff. There's like reunion crystal double up bundle. This is if you're doubling up on the they're like super beefed up Legends crystals. We'll talk about them as well. As I said, there's a lot of stuff that's just been dropped all of a sudden. More on the reunions tokens, because of course there's the trade-in for those. And where you get them, because if you haven't done the Crucible 100% yet, you're probably going to do that. You probably want to as well do the reunion event, solo event, that's been dropped as well. Again, we'll talk about that. There's a lot of things all of a sudden that's kind of like so important. Arena, you name it, all of a sudden it's action stations, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go and talk about all these things. So let's start off with the reunion event, solo event that is, which is just called the reunion, or reunion it is. This is actually when I've started doing, as I said, I've started doing a spreadsheet at the moment. It's just I wanted to take a bit of time out to kind of focus in on kind of preparing because I need to kind of get stats, information, details, guides, info, blah 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 blah, all the piddly crap I've got to do when anything goes live. So interesting breakdown. I'll just show you the kind of the, before I jazz up this here. This on the right is the Valiant one, and this one on the left is the Paragon one. And you can see already, and anybody lower, you're going to see some interesting things. So number one, you lose an amount of units. Now I'll just point it out. As I said, there's a lot of info to get, and I haven't had time to jazz this up just yet, but follow the arrows, children. Red arrow there. 285 units versus 240 units. So Paragon players are getting 45 units less than Valiant players. Valiant players should rejoice. Valiant players are also getting one free 7-star already based on these calculations and 5,000 Titan Crystal Shards compared with the 7,500 7-star shards Paragon are getting and as well the 2,500 Titan Crystal Shards that Paragon are getting. So there's obviously a discrepancy. The thing that I'm excited about is free battle chips. Why? Pop battle chips as arena crystals open can equal more units. That's always nice, isn't it? 183,500 battle chips for Valiant players, 154,000 battle chips for Paragon players. This is from going to the selector, which you can see here. All these selectors added up lead to rewards, and of course you choose the rewards. The difficulty is if you go to preview there and go, oh, do you get that all the time? No, because they're different. You go down to the different ones, like we saw there with 7. This is 3. If it allows me to click on it, there you go. Different. It's different, and of course different on the different progressions. That's how that one works out there. I will be making a guide for this. I will be giving you some structure. I will be helping you out as much as possible. But as I said, there's always so much stuff that drops on a single day, and you have to piece stuff together in a very short space of time. So hopefully the next video will be the write-up, the Google Drive sheet, and a write-up on stuff. How to get the 7-star, how to get the free 7-star, how to get this, how to get that, what's best for this, what's best for that, how many fights for this, how many fights for that. All those key questions will be answered later on in a video, but I just want to kind of get right into to kind of covering some stuff. So, what's next? Well, you need your trade-in. Your trade-in is quite important, and if it's here, there it is. So your reunion 7-star trade-in selector, you need 3, or you want to go for the 6-star selector. That again is down to a personal choice of how you want to spend your reunion tokens. 1 in the solo event, 1 in the objective for the Crucible, and the final one is in your calendar, which we've already covered. The other thing is crystals. Hey! So just quickly, there is the 2-star collector's crystal, which has just gone live. I know some people are interested. I'm not, because I just can't warrant 100 units being spent. Although I did buy the Revive and Health Potion bundle, which I do recommend, by the way, if you're thinking of doing the Summer of Sorrow, whatever it is, then go grab the Potion and Revive bundle there. Just grab them. They are just great to add into your coffers, and just have that as helpful for any situation. In particular, the new content has just gone live, or use them in Crucible, depending on what you want to do. Right, arenas. Sorry, we should have gone to arenas before crystals. The arena is the Reunion Tested Squad. Now, I believe Kabam have actually reduced down the extent of last milestone. The last milestone is 200,000. Now, from what I gather, that has been brought down a lot over the years. In fact, if you go back a little while ago to the grand old days of, when was it? One of these arenas here, where is it? Right at the top there. That's from 2020. That's Brian Grant's from, when is that actually from? 2022. Kabam have reduced down the extent of milestone farming. In fact, in this one, it was 100,000 points to get to that point. So I believe Kabam have reduced down the extent of farming for it. What's it? Who's this? Is this Legacy? Is it me? That's Legacy. And that's from 2020, where it was 4 mil to get 6 stars. You can see how things have, it's changed over time with it. So yeah, it's good that it's down to 200k. And how you do that is your 1 stars, your 2 stars are the way to go and grab these particular milestones. That one has units. This one does not. So the 5-star one does not have units within it. It's still 200k to go get. There are some added benefits of the Reunion Collector Crystals. So if you do want those crystals without having to feel that you have to spend 100 units on the 2-star Collector's one, yes, it's not the same, but it's the principle of the matter, then of course make that decision as to go and grab them, because they are rare. Reunion Crystals, to get some of the rare 2-stars, are quite rare. I would as well check the pool of the champions within there, because there might be something that ticks some boxes for you. Like new champions, like Beta Ray Bill as a 2-star. Enchantress as a 2-star. That could be cool. Bullseye as a 2-star. You know, there's some fun champions in there. But go do it. Go do the 6-star one, because it's units. Who doesn't love units? Go and do that. The final thing is the crystals, the Legends Crystal, or Reunion Crystal as it's being called now. I did say I highly believe that it will be different, and it is the Legend Celebration Crystal and what is now the Reunion Crystal. This one is going to have some rare items in it, and the volumes of them, I think, have been beefed up and buffed up a little bit. It doesn't say the increments, but it gives you a chance at some of these champions here, some of these rare champions, which you had to put in a bit of effort in Crucible, now given out for free. But you can see that there was 50 units confirmed within that on the drop rates. And there is nothing really confirmed except for the dropping of them, not the increments that you might get. Like, hey, we know we get 50 units, but is there more than 50 units? Like, is there a chance of getting that 100 units, for example, 150? Maybe that's the case, but it says there that there's more of a chance of getting a greater boost, a reunion crystal selector, which will probably be just those 2 stars. And the other ones, yeah, just those seem to be the ones that you get a chance of getting the most of. Wow, a lot of stuff for this particular event. I'm going to go finish off this guide, and then we'll be posting a video all about that. And then I'll be working on some other content as well. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Check out some other content located on screen. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.